The unexpected champion. Jackson Reese had planned on surviving his gap-year freighter job, stacking crate after crate of phosphor mushrooms aboard the tramp ship Lumen Dawn, then going home to New Brisbane Prime with enough credits for engineering school. What he had not planned on was stumbling into an ancient pangalactic tournament, whose rules were drafted before humanity discovered fire. The Silithian Veil convened once every 999 cycles. Champions from 53 signatory species met in single combat. The last fighter standing earned a wish of cosmic magnitude from the Veil itself, a nanosentient lattice older than most stars. Jackson arrived on Tselluar by accident. The Lumen Dawn's jump core misindexed a coordinate. Instead of Arcturus, the freighter dropped into restricted orbit on the tournament's penultimate day. While the captain argued fines over subspace, Jackson took a quick shore leave. Inside Amphictyon Arena he drifted through alien crowds, gelatinous Hevra, towering Ikarat chieftains, even sentient clouds crackling with electroplasma applause, until a surge of fans shoved him against a service gate. The latch popped, security bots waved him through, and a silver corridor deposited him in a locker bay reserved for actual contenders. When the Veil's omnilingual vox boomed, "Contestant Reese, human, proceed to Circle 9," every gaze turned his way. Pride forbade confession. Maybe staff would notice the mix-up and escort him out. They did not. Across the hovering disk waited Princess Aristal of the Silith, famed for telekinetic swordcraft. Jackson carried no weapon. Her photonic blade spiraled like a captive comet. Begin. Terror made him slip on the frictionless surface. Aristal overextended, clipped the stabilizer plinth, and tumbled over the ring's edge. Sirens howled, ring out. Victory. Jackson Reese, human. His wrist slate captured his dumbfounded expletive. Within minutes the clip raced across the system net. Part 2. The Three Crowns. Tournament bylaws allowed a defeated royal house to regain honor through marriage. Aristal's parents invoked the clause at once. So did two rival houses whose princesses had fallen in earlier rounds, Leora of the Aquiline Nebula throne and Kaelin of Cygnus V. Each vowed their daughter would wed the unlikely champion. Jackson, still in grease-stained overalls, invited them to the freighter's mess hall for neutral talks over instant noodles. Aristal, poised even in defeat, studied him. "My simulations never predicted your trajectory," she said. "I intend to understand that anomaly, personally." Leora, an amphibious princess with opalescent skin, sang through the translator of shared stewardship over her collapsing ring worlds. Kaelin, an empathic Cygnian, offered no empire, only authenticity. "I felt your panic in the arena," she smiled. "It was honest. I value honesty in a universe choking on ceremony." Each princess saw in Jackson a symbol of random fate toppling certainty, and each assumed that symbol could be guided, if betrothed correctly, toward her people's needs. Part 3. Courtship Trials. Interstellar protocol required Jackson to visit every realm before choosing. Paparazzi drones followed. Ratings eclipsed every season of Galactic Hearts. Silithian Prime. Mental dueling academies and moons sculpted into still gardens. Aristal taught him probability, focusing in crystalline silence chambers. Under the regimented calm he glimpsed the crushing weight of royal expectation, and made her laugh, a rarity she treasured. Aquiline ring worlds. Seawater cascaded off colossal hoops into vacuum, held in place by gravity nets. Leora guided dives through zero-G oceans glowing with plankton constellations and admitted her fear. Ring infrastructure was failing. Without new energy, 250 million lives were at risk. Jackson's champion's wish could change that. Cygnus V. Twilight forests beneath triple moons where bioluminescent canopies whispered electromagnetic lullabies. Kaelin took him to empathy councils where quarrels dissolved by sharing feelings. He sensed miners' grief and harvest joy, learning why Cygnus craved respect beyond stereotypes of soft telepaths. Crises, hopes, pirate skirmishes. Even an engine room fire fought side by side melted rivalry into camaraderie. Yet choice still loomed. Part 4 Duel of the Hearts. Back on Celluar, the conclave arranged a televised tri-heart symposium for final pleas. The princesses delivered a surprise instead. On stage, Eristal laid down her plasma rapier, Leora her coral trident, Kaelin her empathic circlet. The veil rewarded chance, Eristal announced. Let chance decide again. Jackson produced his battered maintenance coin. Heads, rapier. Tails, trident. Circlet. He tossed it. The coin clinked, then balanced upright in a hairline crack, edgewise. Kaelin stepped forward, but Eristal gently flattened the coin. Edge implies balance, she said. Balance is inclusion, Leora added, placing her hand atop theirs. Together they proposed an unprecedented tri-crown alliance. Jackson would become bridge, not prize, and the Veil's wish would serve all three worlds. Part 5, The Wish. The veil shimmered into a lattice of living light. Champion, state thy desire. Jackson faced the roaring tears and the princesses who had become friends. I wish the Silithian Veil to convene an accord. Grant every signatory species a single self-limiting seed of your lattice, enough to power one great, democratically chosen work, never a weapon. Let knowledge of randomness, cooperation, and empathy be inscribed in every seed. And let the first 3 seeds go to Silithian Prime, the Aquiline Ringworlds, and Cygnus V. Light flared. 3 motes drifted into the waiting tokens. Across the galaxy identical motes descended on plazas and orbital foundries. The universe seemed to exhale. Epilogue beyond chance. Months later, aboard the Harmony's Edge, the first vessel powered by a veil seed, Jackson recorded a message for his younger self. You wanted tuition money and slipped on wax. Now you're engineering futures. Remember, we all live balanced on the edge of a coin. On the bridge, Eristal plotted probabilistic routes. Leora tuned aquatic biospheres for a second ring, and Kaelin mediated crew disputes with gentle telepathy. They worked as one, arguing, laughing, learning. Beyond the viewports, stars tumbled unpredictably. Proof that chance can favor the ordinary, and that hearts, like wishes, shine brightest when shared.